You walk into a crowded room. Your heart ticks a little faster. You feel it before anyone even looks your way. That dress, that shirt, that tiny smudge on your sleeve. Everyone must see it. Everyone must be judging you. You laugh nervously at a joke. Did it sound awkward? Too loud? Too fake? You picture every eye turning toward you, every mind whispering criticism. You shift your weight. You glance at your hands. You imagine the spotlight, bright and merciless, burning down on you. The truth is, no one is looking. Most people are caught up in themselves. Their minds are filled with their own fears, their own insecurities, their own spotlight moments. The smudge on your sleeve, the stutter in your laugh, the stumble of your words. It barely registers. Yet, your brain insists otherwise. It amplifies tiny errors into monumental mistakes. That's the spotlight effect in action. It is the illusion that others notice and judge us far more than they actually do. It is the feeling of being on stage when, in reality, you are just walking through life. The spotlight is a product of evolution. Humans have always needed social connection. Belonging mattered for survival. Being excluded was dangerous. So our brains became hypersensitive to what others might think. But our minds overdo it. We imagine attention that isn't there. We assume judgment that doesn't exist. You see it in the small moments. You trip on a step in the office hallway and freeze, convinced everyone saw and will remember. You post a photo online and hesitate to click share, imagining hundreds of invisible eyes analyzing you. You raise your hand in a meeting and worry that your idea will be dismissed or mocked. And yet, when you look back later, almost no one noticed. Almost no one cared. That is the paradox of the spotlight effect. Your perception is amplified, but reality is quiet. This effect shapes behavior, often in subtle ways. We rehearse conversations endlessly. We hold back thoughts, feelings, and ideas. We avoid risk, avoid attention, avoid any chance of embarrassment. It limits creativity. It limits connection. It limits life. Even when the stakes are high, the spotlight feels heavier. Social media is the perfect magnifier. Every post, comment, or story feels like scrutiny. Under a million eyes. But again, most of those eyes are not really focused on you. They are scrolling, distracted, worried about themselves. Breaking free from this illusion begins with awareness. Notice the thought when it hits. Everyone is watching. Everyone is judging. Ask yourself, is that true? How much attention are they really giving me? Then step back. Imagine the people around you as fully human, distracted, absorbed in their own lives. Perspective shifts everything. The moment you realize the spotlight is imaginary, tension eases. You can laugh at your stumbles. You can speak freely. You can share your ideas without fear. You can move through life with less hesitation and more courage. The spotlight effect is not a flaw. It's a quirk of the mind, a trick that makes ordinary moments feel monumental. It is a reminder that your perception is not always reality. The next time you feel every eye on you, pause and imagine that everyone else is living inside their own spotlight, trapped in their own thoughts, fears, and preoccupations. See how strange it feels that your brain insists theirs are fixed on you. And notice something else. The spotlight is fleeting. People notice far less than you imagine, and even when they do, their attention drifts in seconds. Most moments you thought were monumental are forgotten almost immediately. The spotlight effect is, in a way, a paradox. It can make you feel enormous, weighty, visible, but in truth, it exposes how small your mistakes are in the grand flow of life. It teaches that what feels like scrutiny is often nothing more than quiet indifference. And perhaps the most unsettling part is this: the world is not paying attention, and neither is it judging. The chaos, the mistakes, the awkwardness, they exist only in your mind. And once you realize that, every social situation becomes both lighter and stranger than you ever imagined. Because the spotlight that haunts you is not outside. It is inside. And the more you observe it, the more you understand how little control it actually has over reality.